loves never pooping. No? Let's not go with that. Claire likes nice people. What about that? You like nice people? Okay, how about this? Castle loves new poop.
Yeah.
What do you think about that? How about that? You like that? Can we see with that? You like new poop. Okay. Stephen Collins, okay, likes new places. How about this one? We got who else we got? Chelsea Clark. We got the double C. Chelsea licks new poop. Sorry, Chelsea. I'd say it to your face. Okay, there we go. Okay, whatever. Okay, maybe Castle likes new poop. We got Claire loves new people. Nice people, right? Okay, there we go. Okay, maybe we'll come up with some new ones to think about something that might be fun. All right, here we go. So we talked about the cell structure yesterday. We looked at the fact that cellulose, it's in plants. OSC, when I see OSC, what is that? OSC is a what?
That's a fiber.
Nope. Sugar on my tongue. Okay, anyways, that's an old tune. Don't listen to it. It's not appropriate. Okay, here we go. Cell structure, though. Okay, that's when we start to get into the fact that it's not just in plants, but we could find it in exoskeleton of Sam's. And I forgot my protein powder.
I got you.
Yeah, but that's not the protein powder from the insects, right? I need to hit you up on that. All right, here we go. All right, here we go on number 9. You guys have been great on this, so thanks for sticking with me. Okay, lipids. Now we're on to fats. And fats sound like horrible. Like I don't want to be fat. I don't want to die from obesity. Okay, you know, they used to go from diabetes. They call it type 1, type 2 diabetes. They used to call type 1 diabetes juvenile diabetes, and then type 2 adult diabetes. But well, now people are getting type 2 diabetes as juvenile. Okay, type 2 or type 1 is the inherited type. Type 2 is the kind of get from poor food. Okay, if you take anatomy and physiology, we'll play a game called Med Talk Monday. And Med Talk Monday is a thing where I will show you the most horrible, horrific pictures on the Instagrams, and you'll have to tell me, was it a gun? Is it a firework? Is it a machine? Was it an animal, or was it diabetes? And you'd be surprised what diabetes looks like after a while. Just ask this young lady right there. Yeah.
You should try the stuff Reddit.
Ooh, that sounds like dangerous. Okay. Is it really bad? Is it medical stuff?
No, not really,
Is it school appropriate?
No.
Your face was like, no. All right. Tell me the difference by just looking at saturated versus unsaturated. What do we got here? Saturated is what's happening with saturated.
That's like
It's just one straight line, right? Look at unsaturated. It's got a bend in it. Okay, what do you think's causing that bend? Look at the picture. Tell me. Yeah, carbon what? But what about the carbons? Well, there's carbon and hydrogens in both of them. Something's happening to cause that bend. What do you think's happening? Come on, look at, yeah, Jack. Okay, so yeah, there's some missing hydrogens, but there's something else going on right here. What else is happening right there that looks different from the one on the top with the carbons? Yeah, there's 2 lines. These represent bonds. Okay, so we went from a single bond, single to a double bond here. Okay. So we got saturated fats and unsaturated fats or lipids. Okay. So there we go. So in your sheet, you should have listed lipids are, the first blank is hydrocarbons. The second blank is fatty acids. Then the next things, it can be saturated or unsaturated. Saturated or unsaturated. Okay, everybody with me on this?
No.
Okay, so here's the blanks again. Okay, the first blank says it is hydrocarbons. That's that word. Okay, and the second blank is fatty. So hydrocarbons are fatty acids. Okay, and fatty acids can be saturated or unsaturated. Everybody all caught up? Y'all with me on that? Okay, good. I like the fact that some of you are writing right away, and I really like that. Okay, so I don't know about this. This is not like the most great memory tool for me, but saturated single bonds and solids, SSS. Okay, but I do like to think of saturated, kind of seems heavy. Okay, and unsaturated is maybe not as heavy. So saturated are solid. Okay, at root temps, unsaturated or not. Okay, now I want you to think hard about this. So we need fats. We have to have fats. I'll show you why fats are so important. Okay, we don't want to be like super fat, die of obesity and get the diabetes, and or as my grandma called it, the sugar. Oh yeah, Gertrude's got the sugar. She's probably gonna die. She's gonna lose a limb or two. Okay. Oh, it starts with your toes. You amputate the toes, then you go up to the ankle, then you go up to the knee, and you go up to the leg, and then guess what? If the legs are gone, you don't have much to live. So watch your diet now. Hear me now, believe me later. Okay, but you have something in your kitchen right now, okay, that is a solid fat. It's probably in your fridge, maybe it's sitting out. Butter. Yeah. You're the saturated fat. It's butter. Okay. I just tried this new butter not too long ago. It's called Kerrygold. It's from Ireland. You had it? Oh my gosh, it's like the best butter ever. This is embarrassing to say this, but like there has been times where I've like actually like eaten it straight up just a little bit, which is horrible. I should not be doing that. But like, ooh, I'm not a sweets person. I'm a salty person. But one time I made cookies with the Kerrygold. It was literally the best cookies I've ever had in my life. I don't know if I could ever duplicate it, but man, these cookies were Kerrygold, fantastic. Okay, so that's a what's that name? Oh yeah, I'll try it. Okay, what's the liquid fat that you have in your kitchen? Oil, right? Okay, so we got the butter, okay, which is a solid, so saturated. Okay, unsaturated is the oil. Okay, so you got probably lots, maybe a couple different kinds of oil. Maybe you got vegetable oil. Maybe you got olive oil. Maybe you got peanut oil. Maybe you got coconut oil. Maybe you got, I don't know what other kind of oil you got. You might have some lard, Crisco. We got the Crisco. Yeah, that's also fat. You got Crisco's. Yeah. All right, so here we go. Station 11. Okay, so
For 10, we didn't.
here's what we got. Here's some examples. Okay, and I'll give this to you on the board here so you can write it down. I want you to put butter in the first blank. I just wrote B because I'm lazy. I want you to write peanut oil in the second one and olive oil in the third. If you want to do BPOOO, that's fine. You don't have this? Dear heavens, Claire. I need to say something. I'm just going. Here we are.
Wow.
Right there. Sorry. Should be more observant. Okay, and so then next to butter, that's saturated. Peanut oil, unsaturated, olive oil. And you're like, what's this thing? Okay, you know what that thing is? I had to teach my freshmen. I didn't realize that nobody knew what that thing was. Okay, it must be like an old-timey thing. Okay, this is just me being lazy again. Okay, we got saturated, unsaturated, and this thing right here just means like a ditto mark. That's like ditto means like that's the same thing. So it's just a nice lazy way of saying, and sometimes you'll see it like this, like dot, 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 like that, like 4 lines. Ask your folks, they know what a ditto mark is, okay? Has anybody heard of a ditto in here? Yeah, you have, thank God. Okay, so Pokemon, it's a Pokemon thing? Well, tell me what I do the Pokemon stuff sometimes. Well, my kids do. What's the ditto mark for Pokemon?
It can turn into different Pokemon.
Really? That's like a card for a creature? Ditto's the creature? I'll have to see if we have that card. All right, y'all ready? Gonna move on now? Is that little blue thing? All right, let's talk a little bit more about this. Oh man, and we got a big thing coming up on Friday. Anybody know what Friday is? Okay, what's happening Friday? It's the 13th. You better watch your back. Okay, right? Friday the 13th. That means Jason's coming, everybody. Jason Voorhees. You got to look out for him, okay? Because he's gonna get you. Okay, so what's that? What's that, Janessa?
It was in March. It was the last day of school. It was the Friday the 13th.
Oh, that was.
Beware of the Ides of March and the Friday. Oh God, I hope it's not a repeat. Maybe it's a restart. Maybe like it's Friday the 13th, and like they'd be like, oh yeah, like all of a sudden COVID just goes away. The sun will be out. Yeah, wouldn't that be nice? All right. Thanks for reminding me about that, Janessa. That's so crazy. I will never forget that Friday. I forgot that it was the 13th. Though. All right, so I want to break this down, and sorry I keep picking on you so much, but like in anatomy, we learn a lot of like prefixes and suffixes, like things like osteocytes. You know, I mentioned this yesterday, chondrocytes, that kind of thing. Okay, here we got two little a prefix and a suffix, hydro and phobic. I think most of you know what hydro means. What's hydro?
Water.
Well, yeah, you're exactly right. Phobic is scared. Okay, anybody arachnophobic in there? You are? Okay, what is arachnophobia? Scared of spiders. Okay, how about this one? How about acrophobia? Anybody acrophobic? You know what acrophobic is? It's heights. Who got that one? Nice. Okay, how about this one? Anybody agoraphobic? Nope. Nice guess. Agoraphobic is like crowds, like lots of people yeah. Okay, now look at this one. We had to look this up this morning because this is amazing. There's actually a fear of the number 13. Okay, and here it is. Yeah, I gotta go to this because I'm gonna do the pronunciation here because I can't pronounce it. It's crazy. Here we go. Fear. Okay, hold on a second. Let me do this. Fear. Freer. Fear of the number 13. Here we go. Have you ever used this? I use this all the time, like the pronunciations thing. Like Google's got a new one where it's got like a person's like mouth, right? So here it is. It's triskaidekaphobia. No, that's not right. Here we go. Oh, this is just the YouTube version. You hit my little disc there. No. That disc. Yeah. Make it green. Yeah, make it green.
Triskaidekaphobia. Triskaidekaphobia.
Triskaidekaphobia. Triskaidekaphobia. Everybody with me. Triskaidekaphobia.
Triskaidekaphobia.
Triskaidekaphobia. Triskaidekaphobia. Okay, now listen, look at this one. This is crazy. Fear of long words. Look, I'm not making this up. Have you seen this one?
Yeah.
This is crazy though. This is what's nuts. It looks like I make this up. This is it. This is it.
That was just made.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Literally.
It is the fear of long words. Okay, let me go. Let me do this because I can't get it wrong or I can't get it right. Hey Greta,
Yeah.
I got intel for you, so I'll tell you later.
Hippopotamonstrosis quipigaliophobia. Hippopotamonstrosis quipigaliophobia.
Long words.
That's the fear of long words.
Hippopotamonstrosis.
I think it was-
Hippopotamonstrosis quipigaliophobia.
No, I haven't seen it. This makes me wonder if there's a fear of Arnold Schwarzenegger. Let's look that up.
Oh, yeah.
Fear
Chuck
of
Norris.
Arnold Schwarzenegger. No, doesn't seem to be a name for that.
No. What about Trump?
I don't. Yeah. I used to teach psychology, and I just looked for my book a little bit ago, my textbook, because I had a whole page of just like phobias, and it's crazy. There's a lot of them out there. All right. So some lipids don't like water. Okay, and I'll show you why in just a second. It's really, really important. Okay, so here we are at station. Oh wait, did we skip station 10?
No.
Yeah.
We did skip station 10. All right, let me do station 10 real quick. Let me give you the answers. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, on the top one, you do the 2 checks in the middle. So check double bond and check solid at room temp. Then unsaturated fat, check the first one and the last one. So they're double bonds and liquid at room temp. Sorry, I got that. Okay, now look, station 12, okay, is this next, is this thing that it's going to ask you to observe this. We're not going to do it because technically we would be moving around the room and I got half my people are gone. Okay, so, okay, if I took a glass of water and poured oil on the top, would it mix?
No.
No, okay, right? So it's going to go on top. You don't have to write this down, but please for station 12, write down lipids are hydrophobic because they are insoluble. So that goes right there. Insoluble is in that blank. Tony, you sticking with me here? You getting some of these?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks, dude. Okay, I'm gonna come around in a minute.
Welcome, dude.
I'm gonna come around in a minute here and just we'll check and make sure everybody's getting these. Okay, all right. Let's just do a few more. Okay, so some examples are, of course, fats. Okay, and they're used for energy storage. It doesn't matter if you weigh 100 pounds, if you're the tiniest person in the planet. Okay, not you. Okay,
Wow.
okay, or a big, like a 700-pound person, right? Okay, you all have fat. Okay,
Yeah.
My son Ira, he weighs 101 pounds, and he's a second grader. He's a big boy. Okay, Linus weighs about 10 pounds. He's a kindergartner. I put him in my pocket. Okay, both have fat. Doesn't matter if you're big or small. Okay, we need it. Okay, we have to have it. Okay, but it's a little different in plants and animals. Okay, plants don't store it in something called adipose tissue. If I asked Eva right now, I bet she could tell me what adipose tissue looks like because we talk about our tots. Those are types of tissues. Remember that? Looks like a giant marshmallow. Okay. All right. So plants, they use fats for seed energy storage. Okay. If I eat a seed, okay, that could become a new baby plant, right? Okay. So there's this thing called a cotyledon and these leaves, and then this radical comes out. This used to be a part of the Indiana State Standards that you learned all that stuff, and it's a bummer that you don't. Okay, but what happens to seed? The seed is like the embryo, or it's like almost like the placenta for the plant. Okay, as the plant grows, it uses the seed as energy, right? Okay, and those are fats. That's why eating nuts like almonds and peanuts and cashews, all those things are good for you. Those are the good fats, man. Okay, that's what plants are using. Okay, so what do you write down here for station 13? This is a weirdie. Okay, so here you go. Fats are primarily for energy storage.
Yep.
Fat is found in both animals and plants, though plants do not store it in adipose tissue. Okay, it says, what's one example of how plants use fat for energy storage? You could just say cocoa butter, okay, is the fat coating the seed of the coca plant, okay, right? So we make cocoa butter from the coca seed. You do not have to do the rough line drawing. I'm not interested in that by any means, okay? Okay, so there you go. So 13 is a big weirdie, okay? You should have storage, plants, adipose, and then you can write just a little quick thing about cocoa butter. Don't they use cocoa butter for like a face thing too, right? Like a mask or like a moisturizer. Oh, we're on the same page. I saw a moisturizer. There we go. Thank you, girlfriend. All right, so let's go to the next one. Here we go. Examples of lipids. Waxes are crazy. Okay, so birds have these protective oils, but there's one bird that you all know that does not have the ability to stay dry after a rainstorm. So it has to sit out with its wings like this, and you all know this bird. Not a wood duck. Wood ducks, they shed that oil. Okay?
Cedar wax.
No, nice guess. That's got some wax in it. Okay, this bird is a big bird, and you've all seen it.
Eagle.
Yes, a turkey vulture. And thank you. You're way better than first period because guess what first period said? Those dirty. They all said, but well, I have a new helper, Mrs. Oliners in here, and she replaced Miss Melissa because they moved Miss Melissa. Anyway, so Oliners in here, and everyone starts saying buzzard. And I'm yelling at these kids to shut their mouths and to to stop it. And you should have seen her face. She was like, I've never seen Javen get so weird like this. And I was like, I had to explain, like, it's a joke. Okay. So there's a couple other birds. If you go, fingers crossed that we're all still alive and COVID's gone. And when you're seniors, we'll go to the Everglades. There's another bird called an anhinga that you'll see kind of like sunning its feathers. There's another bird called the cormorant down there that will do that thing. Plants, by the way, like leaves of a tree, you take water, drip it on a leaf, it's going to run off, right? I mean, there's some protection of under a rainstorm, right? That if you're under there, you'll get not as wet. Okay. But then have you ever after it rained and then you shake a tree, right? And then the water all comes down on you. I love that. That's a great prank. There you go. Okay. So what do we write for this one? Okay. We're at station 14. We're over here on the top right. It says, give 2 examples. So wax is on birds, keeps them dry, and leaves to keep moisture in. Okay, so we want moisture off, okay, but we want moisture inside the leaf. We don't want that. Wouldn't that be cool though, if leaves soaked up water and then they got bigger? That'd be crazy. By the way, there is a plant in the Everglades too called poisonwood, and poisonwood is so crazy. Imagine poison ivy on crack. Okay. If you stand under poisonwood in a rainstorm, you will get covered with the oils that will give you the itchiest poison ivy rash that you've ever had in your entire life. It is bad. If you don't get it, that's great. But some people get poisonwood that don't get poison ivy. Poison ivy is a weird thing too. I don't know the whole biology behind it, but you can never get it. I had a friend that did this once. Okay, he tried to prove to me that he's like, no, I never get it. I can roll around in it. He wiped his butt with it as a joke, right? He's like, watch this. Wiped his butt. Couldn't sit down for a while. It was not good. And
How did he sit down?
I laughed.
How did he sit down to eat?
Oh, man. Well, he did. It was pretty painful. I think he had to go get shots. His cheeks swelled up. And it was pretty bad. Pretty bad. All right, let's talk about roids, man. Okay, so I know many of you have noticed that I'm so ripped, and I do work out every day, but partly it's because of the roids.
You're like that skeleton.
Ah, thanks, Tony. Okay, but no, I don't do the roids. But you hear about steroids, right?
Yeah.
But you also let's say you had my friend, okay, who had the poison ivy in his butt, okay, they actually had to give him a steroid shot, okay. Now that's not the steroids that's going to make you all nice and, you get the roid rage and get ripped, right? Okay, steroids can be cholesterol, right? There's high cholesterol, low cholesterol, right? Good cholesterol, bad cholesterol. You've heard that before. Vitamins, heck man, I could tell people I took steroids this morning because I took some vitamin B. Okay, I took some vitamin C this morning. Okay, and hormones. Now, often people think instantly about testosterone and estrogen. Those are the most famous of hormones. But right now, all of you in this room, okay, have a hormone that's surging through your body called growth hormone. You need it. It's coming from your brain called the pituitary gland. There's also hormones that will regulate the amount of calcium in your body, which is so cool. What? Oh man, I've been doing it for a while. That's the thing, man. But thanks. All right, but it's crazy, man. If I could, I told my anatomy class last year, here's my dream. I teach Bio 1, okay, but then I teach AP Environmental Science, and then I teach anatomy, general anatomy, but I'd love to teach a semester on the brain and a semester on hormones. Hormones are so oh man, I can't stop thinking about hormones sometimes. Do you know there's a hormone called, she'll tell you, I go off on hormones. There's this hormone, it's my favorite one, called oxytocin. You guys, anybody know oxytocin? Have you heard about it? It's the love hormone. Okay. No. Oxytocin, if you hug somebody, you release oxytocin. Even if you shake their hand, you release oxytocin. Okay. It's the quote unquote the love hormone. But here's how you may have heard of it. Some of you, your mothers, had to get something called Pitocin when they were delivering you because you weren't coming out. So that Pitocin is a drug that's made from oxytocin that forces you to come to the world, right?
Hey, did you know that's when chainsaws were invented?
What?
That would be horrible.
No,
Yes.
look
You
it
said,
up.
Okay, all right, all right.
Chainsaws were invented
What do you-
because the woman couldn't deliver the baby.
Are you
correctly, so
serious?
cut her
That
open
can't
with
be
chainsaw.
real.
That's
You're
messed
messing
up.
with me, man.
That's
Look it
messed
up and prove it to me. Yeah,
messed up.
Yeah.
So you say like you release it, but like,
yeah.
what does that mean?
Oh, yeah, yeah. Goes into your bloodstream.
Oh.
Okay, so this, you know, hugs feel,
feel like?
hugs feel great, man, right?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, it's awesome. Now look, here's a guy this is a true story. Okay, this guy went in to try to steal, went into a CVS to steal OxyContin. Okay, this is 100% true. The pharmacist smartly gave him oxytocin. Okay, so instead of getting this drug that made him high, he just wanted to go around and hug everybody. Right? That's a true story. Happened not too long ago. Mr. Underwood's got another story about drugstore, but we'll save that one for later, right, Mr. Underwood? Okay. Here's one last thing about oxytocin, which is kind of cool. They're now using oxytocin as a treatment for people with autism. They're giving them like an inhaler with oxytocin. When you inhale that, okay, it stimulates them to not have some of the characteristics of autism. Still in the kind of the working stages. Okay, so we are at 15, right? So examples, you can write this down: cholesterol, vitamins, hormones, and then what are anabolic steroids? Those are the ones that are enhancing. That's the roid rage, right? Let me see, Mr. Underwood, what time are we out of here? It's on the bottom one, right?
142.
Let's stop right there. Okay, let's stop right there. I'm gonna give everybody credit. You're in here.
Have you ever used this?
Yeah, you found it? Okay. let me
My
check.
sister did the Woolworths one time. Get rid of Woolworths, right? I forget what she did. Spread to like her legs. Then yeah, she gets steroids for it. I did actually make it. She did. That's the most expensive age she said. Yeah, stop it. She could have saved us $200. I could have put that money to real roids that would have helped me. No, maybe that's so.
But that's crazy. Why would you get zero? Okay.
That was really cow.
Sprayed myself and shit.
You didn't believe me?
how many kids you want.
Sounds like no one. But you don't know. Imagine if I had to do it.
Yeah, imagine, bro.
Just imagine.
Maybe if you had a kid, it would be like. Then you'd be like her. Yeah, they don't want to be, they don't want to be. You're talking about a kid, right? Alright, that's what I said. I didn't know what you were talking about for a second.
Every day she would take me to the team. She's not nagging.
Yeah, there it is, yeah. Okay, let me give you guys some grades real quick before I forget. So everybody, nope, you're fine. Everybody that's here today gets 10. If you are at home, okay, so I'm gonna give it to you, Paulie. You count, but if you're watching this video right now, go ahead and make sure that you send me a picture of your notes. That'd be great. I sent you a copy of these things, so you're gonna use Cami to do that. Thanks a lot. Bye, Paulie. Thanks for coming in.